Hey guys, Mr. Gibson here. So I just wanted to get you guys started on your first Explore activity for Unit 2 and 2.1 here. So, part of the learning targets for this unit, if we go and look at those, really the main learning target here says I can ask questions to clarify relationships about the roles of DNA and chromosomes in coding for instructions for characteristic traits passed from parents to offspring. And so this whole part of the unit is how are traits inherited? How do you get traits from your mom or from your dad? How are those traits passed on to offspring? So your main standard there, your main learning target is being able to ask questions about that. And so your first Explore activity, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're just going to ask questions. So the instructions say, open the Google Doc, read the information, and look at the pictures. Using the reading and the pictures for inspiration, type 5 questions you might have about DNA, genes, proteins, traits, gene expression, anything involving that, okay? Make sure they're well thought out questions. So let's take a look at this. Very simple activity here. It's just a Google Doc. We've got this information here. This is a quote from the National Human Genome Research Institute. And then here we have DNA and all of the nitrogen spaces, and RNA and all of its nitrogen spaces. And here we have people with different skin colors, okay? So using some of this to maybe kind of guide your thinking and using this code up here, I need you to just ask me 5 questions. So today you were not actually answering any questions. You were asking 5 questions that have to do with DNA and how it codes for traits and how those traits are passed on. They can be any questions in the world. I'm the only one who's going to see them, but they just need to be well thought out questions. And so, like, for example, you wouldn't want to ask, what is DNA? Because you already know that, okay? Or you should already know that. You wouldn't want to ask something as simple as, what's a protein? So make sure these are well thought out, in-depth questions about the content we are covering, about how traits are inherited and what in the world that has to do with DNA. Okay, 5 individual questions. I'm looking forward to reading your questions, and that's really all you have to do for the activity. So if you guys have any questions about your questions, feel free to email me or call me. All right, guys, good luck.